Obviously been historically great on this pick that he debuted on and looked incredible on, but that's not really what I think you were looking for with an R5 counter pick, because this still feels like a skill matchup that can go either way. With Keria on a roam here towards topside, see if they can get a lane gank as this crash comes through, but Delight and Peanut are both in the area. Do also know that obviously with the ultimate or of the portal, it's going to be really easy to come through, as we do have Zeka harassing a little bit here.
Yeah, this is kind of risky because it feels like Keria went top to cover Zeus, because obviously HLE are leaning top for the Grubs, but now Zeka
he's going in there. He's 1v3. He's like, no, I've got Mom. And he's just going to push them off. He buys enough time. And now Hanwha Esports rotate over. And they're going to get both as, yep, there's the smite. They take down the Drake.
The flash, but without an ultimate available, there's not all you can do is Peanut.
Yep, Hex flashing in, and actually just going to real flash on top of Faker here, and that is going to be Faker in a ton of trouble. Owner does make his way over, but that's First Blood given over to the Smolder in the mid lane. Flash, I mean, just a level 5 Bard, I'm not really that threatening. Here is a dive on the top lane. Doran is going to get flashed on by Keria, and a bunch of damage goes into this Jax as Zeus will
stop them from getting the full 6.
Yeah, this is pretty interesting that T1 just really, they don't have much presence on these Grubs. I mean, they're fighting to get 1 at this point in time, maybe 2, with their Caitlyn Ziggs combo, and they should be able to get 2 unless Hanwha Esports have a big plan invested here.
Doran does have his TP available, so he can join, but it looks like Hanwha Life. Oh!
Pina had smite, and he's going to take number 5, so that's 5 Grubs
TP
for the set of Hanwha Esports. Here's the TP, as you mentioned, getting right into that backline. The Ziggs, Scuba, he's all alone. Down he will go, and that's a bonus kill as well for Hanwha Esports on top of everything else.
And you got to ask, was it worth it? You know, you got the 1 Grub, but giving up so much pressure there. Keria,
he'll execute on this.
Yeah, he avoided the damage.
I'm just now noticing as well that Delight is playing.
Oh boy. I mean, there's no TPs. He's alone. There's 3 people here for Hanwha Esports. There's just no way for Guma to get out of this situation as Peanut and Delight set up yet another kill. And yes, T1 will get the Dragon, but Hanwha Esports really snowballing their lead.
And that's the window of Keria not being on the map. You see Hanwha Life get the people where they need to be, and Peanut on the Poppy, again, finding an opening.
And you know, HLE already have a Dragon, so they're willing to give up the second one and focus on getting gold
Infernal
onto
Soul.
this.
Like way back in the day, the Caitlyn just, you know, just go IE, and then eventually you do matter. So maybe Faker digging into those old memories. We'll see if it works out for him. He will be building more crit, of course, but yeah, I mean, Hanwha Esports, in terms of their map impacts, it feels like they're the team with the Ziggs when obviously they don't have Ziggs, but they are just taking all the turrets. They're taking the entire map at this point in time. They get the first top one, they get this inner one immediately with double demolish, it looks like, coming in there, as well as the Rift Herald. Huge value with all the objectives they're getting.
Already a counterpunch for T1. They're gonna get a turret.
Very early Poppy pick is going to be fantastic about just running straight at the objective and saying, okay, well, Sejuani can't do anything, Leona can't do anything. How are you going to engage? But now it's actually Hanwha Esports that engage onto the Leona themselves. Generally not a good idea, but they will force the flash of Keria. And now the Jhin ult is coming out, just trying to zone them away. T1 thinking about getting on in here, but Peanut just going to launch Owner into the sky, and that is going to be
fantastic. But even though they made some mistakes, they didn't get punished as much as they could. Speaking of punished,
this is very weird, the setup. Delight in a bit of trouble. He's just trying to walk this one off. He doesn't have flash. There is a magical journey, but now we got TP coming in. Zeus, he wants this, but he's just going to get stunned up against the wall. And the flash on in, the ace in the hole. Delight, he's got a shield. Here comes the rest of the team. His owner going to throw an ult, and they finally take out Delight.
That's a lot invested, though, just to kill the Bard. If they don't turn this...
Now he doesn't exist, and T1 have their sights on something here. Maybe the Baron. Gonna throw it out, and he's gonna hit him! Doran! But yeah, Hanwha Esports say, okay, we just have to take mid tier 1, and that's about it. Maybe to get the Dragon. But T1 will get this Baron off the map. There it goes. And now they're gonna be running towards the Dragon and look at a fight again.
Oh, I don't know if they'll be in time. This is going down quick.
They're gonna ult. Careful away, but he comes back from the sky, and now he's trying to get something going here, as it is going to be the smite and the magical journey out. Hanwha Esports, they do get this one, and now they're going to turn as Keria is going in. He wants to open this fight, but Peanut is just providing the door, and Delight thinking about the disengage. Not sure if they want to continue on this one, but the Smolder is online. The executions are beginning as Hanwha Esports are running T1 away from this one. T1, you just got a Baron, but they overchase, and Hanwha Esports will punish them.
Zeus not allowing Gnar to do anything. Faker was backing at the start of that play.
T1 trying to engage here, but it's not really working. Remember, they still have trying his best. There's the lockdown, though, onto Faker. He's in a lot of trouble, and now they're going to knock away Owner. There's no protection for the Caitlyn. Down will go. Faker here in the front line. Peanut thinking about continuing on this one. Here comes the flash, the slow onto Guma, who does have his flash, but still trying to continue on this one. Big solar flare, and now Meganar coming on in, but the Sterix is gone, and they're just going to give him up. Down will go Zeus. And that is another kill here. A shutdown to Smolder, and another engage comes in from Peanut. And how about another one? They're looking for Keria as well, as he will be taken down. It is a very long lane fight, but it is 4 kills to Hanwha Esports.
And they could be looking towards the end. Faker's going to be up in 15, but I don't know if he alone is enough. Wave clear, 5 members still here for Hanwha Life. And it looks like a game number 1, everything going as expected.
Yeah, this is going to be rough. We'll see if Hanwha Esports actually do push for the end. It looks like they're kind of backing off of the inhibitor for now, so they'll just take the free inhibitor.
For T1, because Hanwha Life, if they can get this soul, it's over.
Trying to take out Delight. He is going to be caught. They get him, and they use a lot of their CC to take him down, but that is going to give the advantage here to T1. 5 members to 4. Now, Hanwha Esports still have their carries. They still have a front line. And they're still very far ahead, so it looks like they want to just fight for this one. Doran just jumping on in, doesn't even care. It's a 4v4 right now as the TP from Zeus is late and the execution will come in. And look at the damage right now from the side of Hanwha Life. They take down 2, and Zeus can't even kill a measly Jhin in the backline by himself. It's a totally broken up fight, and that will absolutely favor Hanwha Esports. As, you know, the last fight was very one-sided. This one, even more so. And it was eventually a 4v5 as Owner will go down, and it should be Infernal Soul or just the game win to the side of Hanwha Esports.
Not much you can do in this situation. Owner trying to survive as long as he can, but the rest of the team are heading over to try and end the game.
And this is going to do it. Yeah. It's going to be the end of game 1. I mean, it's 15-4. It is a very one-sided start to this one. And there's not much else you can say. Some interesting picks from T1, but at the end of the day, it's good old reliable Smolder and the Poppy as well from Peanut to get the job done as very dominant game 1 win here to the side of Hanwha Esports.
In Italy, so doesn't fit as well in with the dive, but obviously can establish a lot of pressure now. HLE, they're going to go for this in the bot lane. And they're going to try and pick a really strong mid-jungle 2v2 with Zeus. If they bring 4 members, that's when it becomes diveable, and it's down to how Zeus uses though.
They have 3, and there's the stun already. Zeus finally going to get that ult off, and Delight does tank out the turret. That's another turret shot going into Viper, chunking him in half. As Zeus will survive against 3. Can he survive against 4? The other question, as the stun comes in, lines it up for Zeka, and finally they're able to take out Zeus in the bottom lane. First blood to Hanwha Esports.
That's still a big investment though, and Faker is going to be able to get a big shove going. We'll see. Diving at Cassandra is always very, very tough. Can Doran defend here?
Yeah, he's pretty tanky, but there's the Unstoppable taken away, and Keria thinking about going on in.
Down.
He's not level 6 himself just yet, but the stun comes in, and the Ziggs bomb, the all-out, goes in onto Guma as he survives for quite a long period of time. Still level 5, kind of awkward for him. He wants to get that engage going. Delight level 6 himself, looking for the Magnet Storm angle. See if he can hit it. As some Ziggs poke does come in, but they will commit to this one. There's the big bomb onto the backline, but now they're trying to go forward. The spike comes in from Peanut. They get the Chemtech Drake on the map, so he should be able to get some.
And the thing is, whether or not they take the tower isn't the most relevant thing, because when you get it that low, it's a satchel away, right? An auto and a satchel from the Ziggs will take it, and now, for the rest of the game, HLE has to play super defense on the mid-tier 1, or it will just go down.
Do want to give credit to HLE for getting an early game Dragon, deflecting.
He's gonna get it! There you go. Nice timing on the satchel. And there it is. Damage in game 1, but now, as you mentioned, Chronicler, you can just kind of set up mines, satchels, ways to prevent entries, as it's Ocean Soul that is coming in here for game number 2. So, no Infernal, no X-Tech, and no Mountain. Those are the other options. Zeka still trying to exert some pressure here on the map, but it will be the going out, going in. It wasn't the cleanest calls or communication, coordination, whatever you want to call it, from their side from behind, but from ahead, HLE Esports, they haven't made any oversteps. You know, they're just sitting back.
Time actually maintaining any level of prio is. We do have Delight running into the Camille and not really enjoying his time, but there's a lot more resources on the way. TPs are available.
Yeah, they're trying to get something here on the top side of the map, but this is kind of half-hearted as now the Ziggs bomb comes over the top. Zeus looking to take out Delight. He will not be able to. That's a kill, but look at bottom lane. This is really where most of the action is happening in terms of head, but yeah, he needs to back. Meanwhile, this top turret will go down.
The locker that ended up being the difference maker, but going for the flash Q there is a
wow.
area.
This is Alistair. I mean, it's going to take a long time to kill him. And can they actually do it? I don't really believe just yet, but now trying to bait the fight. Here comes Camille. That's a miss on the hook shot, trying to predict the pull.
And it really starts to make me feel concerned.
You're not getting Drakes that are that relevant, as you saw T1 Wednesday as well.
Yeah, well, if they get everybody up there as, yeah, no hookshot just yet, and there's Zeka over the wall, and now the Magnet Storm, but the hookshot buffered to try to get away, and an ult as well, as we got a little skirmish on the right side coming in. Faker trying to flash on in, but it will be disengaged. Zeus has to back away. Here comes Owner.
There's a way. Zeus can flank with a TP once he recalls.
They're playing it slow.
They definitely are. HLE Esports are backed up against the wall. We'll see if T1 can zone them and do some
TP.
No
Zeka damage.
Ult. No Delight ult.
Yeah, that's a lot gone. And HLE Esports, again, they have nowhere to go as Doran trying to throw himself in there. But now Delight's got a front line, and he's not very tanky. HLE Esports are just running the opposite way as he has to flash a spear. T1 still on the chase, but that's a bit of damage from Bomb. But yeah, Peanut is in the pit. They have not found a way to zone him away. And now we have the TP coming on in. The all-out onto Carrier, and Peanut will not be denied access as it is just a flip. It goes to Owner, but the health bars are so low on the side of T1. Owner is just running away. Faker's running away. Zeus is isolated. Carrier can't quite walk his way out of this one. The Baron does
not enough just to get a couple of towers. The base needs to be broken. You need an inhib
really doing much at the end of the day. It is about 1,200 gold in the power play. And now they're looking for Owner. Oh, he is caught out, and there's nowhere for him to go. They get Carrier as well in the Magnet Storm. This is just kind of hanging out at the end of the Baron push, and that will be a double.
But now HLE might get this T1 tower, so the outcome of the Baron is just positive for HLE.
Want to highlight as well, not only...
He will not be TPing into this fight. As I say that, he TPs into the fight. As now, trying to get on top of a Camille, that's not going to work out. Zeka not going to hit, and he engaged, but actually Doran is going to all-out Guma, but Carrier is going to get the peel on that backline. Doran in a bit of trouble, but so is Carrier. Who will go down first? The answer is the cow, as Carrier does go down. Zeka going forward, Zeus desperately trying to find the angle. Very low health bars, as in goes Zeus, but there's no follow-up as some bombs are thrown in, but Zeka, finally, the reason for Faker, he's gonna get in, he's gonna get out, and it's just gonna be Doran super low on HP once again, eats a spear, and Zeus looking for more as the Mega Bomb comes in. They're gonna take down the Rel, and HLE Esports are left.
Faker, I'm not sure you can stay in the pit against Viper.
I mean, at the end of the day, Faker doesn't die, and it's just one Ocean Soul. T1 are taking the Baron right now. I mean, they don't really care about this Ocean. Yeah, they denied the Ocean Soul, but T1 getting the Baron at this point in the game, and they have a lead. Well, they got some extra plates, and they've gotten some other objectives as Doran is extremely tanky, but Owner's in a lot of trouble. He will zone you in. Mom doesn't do much, but Owner's still going to be caught by the Yone. Viper in a kind of an awkward spot, but he's able to flap away, and he gets some peeling. And now Zeus is really just in a rough spot here as well. Zeka does have his GA, but down goes Zeus. And HLE Esports, they find the fight. They're looking for more. Trying to find Guma, trying to find Faker and Carrier. The two carries here on the side of T1. They go in onto Carrier. Look at the damage from Faker. It is huge. As there's a couple of kills already for the Tristana. Faker just standing and firing and taking everyone out. He gets a triple. No, it's the kill of the Sage. But it is a massive fight to the side of T1 as they overstep and Faker picks up a Quadra.
Faker, the player who has struggled throughout this season, comes up huge. The movement's perfect. He gets the damage off and he turns round the fight. They're going to look for the end.
Owner's just bait, baby. They don't need the Nidalee. Ends up going down. But as we can see, as much damage as Zeka and Viper can do, that doesn't matter if You can't get on top of this Ziggs and can't get on top of this Tristana.
And it's over. There's nothing they can do. The Nexus, you see that delight is just desperation. But this late in the game, you give up a fight like that, T1 will run away with the game. And we've got a series.
Which hasn't been very successful. But what if we...
It's just Zeri.
Well,
it's Zeri top, right? Because Zeus has done this before. He did this at EWC as well.
Yeah? What?
He was like, yeah, no, this is just good. And it could be Corky top, as you mentioned.
Can't walk up. We'll see. Doesn't have a ward, so can't get vision into the brush easily.
Yeah, he's just going to get flashed on. He plays with fire, and now he's not able to get over the wall, as it is Poppy after all. That's for
the Dragon in return.
We'll see if he can set this up. I mean, Delight's about to... So they're denying the Drake, while also... And now we got a 1v1 on the top side. Doran trying to lock down a Zeri. Not an easy task.
So shouldn't be the end of the world, but still going behind in Dragons early on.
Faker. I think the rest of the team were like, well, he's dead. Viper's there. Run out of ammo.
Yeah, TP coming in, and now this is about to get really scrappy. The ult goes in onto the light, but now the charm coming in. They turn immediately onto Zeus, who is so low, but he gets over the wall. And now Owner in a bit of trouble, but we got the flank coming in from Faker. And Guma and Carrier looking for a bit more. A lot of low health bars, but Zeus finally goes down to the queue of the Smolder, and Carrier just trying to give up his life, just trying to frontline for the team, but Zeka's just able to run forward. They deny the pummel. He is not able to get anything. It's another kill to the Smolder, and T1 are just on the run. They can't quite get away. Nearly able to take out Viper, but it's just a third kill over to Zeka's Smolder.
This beautiful execution there from T1, immediately punishing Zeus as soon as the fight starts, and then from then on out, it felt like HLE had this structured move where they just immediately collapsed down onto Zeus, who dashed away. After taking him out, they then moved towards the rest of the team. Finished off Zeus, so they all pull away, and as soon as the kill's secured, they all push back in as a unit, and they're like, Zeka, you have the most HP, you go first.
We got Zeus in a lot of trouble here. He's been denied by Peanut so many times, and you know, these times I'm like, oh, he's in a lot of trouble. Let me just keep getting away. As Zeus will be rooted down, but now we got the engage coming in from Carrier. As in goes Delight, just trying to save Peanut, who is so low. And even the Poppy will be taken out eventually. T1 always trolls herself as a champion because you're like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna hit this. Oh wait, I had Buckler up. And you just outrange it. Here comes Peanut. He's going in, and he's got a big crocodile right behind him. Owner and Faker just trying to split up, but they are pretty deep into this turret. They're gonna keep Owner around it, and I think, yeah, Mom's got some scolding to do. Zeal will come in, but Owner not able to do quite too much, as finally the last Q comes in, and Zeka will pick up a fourth kill.
Not able to get anything there. Zeka getting further and further ahead.
First
turret's going to go down as well. The gold lead now starting to become an even bigger deal. About 3K here for Hanwha. There is an answer for T1 on the flip side of the map again. When it comes to scaling, I think they have a lot of power, but Owner, unfortunately, did end up saving his teammate, but does have to pay the price himself.
And honestly, credit to Doran for really, after a laning phase, it looked very unenjoyable, just finding the impact in these skirmishes on the Nectar to keep himself in the game, keep himself relevant. Actually finishes first item before Zeus does. Into Owner going down and just snowballed from there. Now, setting up the Herald, do you want to contest though?
They kind of want to contest. Faker's CPing in onto this one, and Doran, he's going to be forced to flash away, but now the fight comes out, and the Zeri from the top side will be pushed all the way into the jungle, actually. Zeus not able to join the fight, but now Carrier, bit of an awkward spot. He is still an Alistair with flash and ult. See how long this journey goes. Looks like he's just going to accept his fate. And Hanwha Esports will also accept a kill with that one, and that will be another one that goes over to Zeka, making him 5-0.
They also got the Herald, so free kill. You're going to give up one bot side outer, but that's obviously not going to be the end of the world. Even more gold going over to Zeka, who just gets spoon-fed these kills. And that's, again, I think Peanut being the difference maker. That fight looked a bit rough. Carrier actually splitting it up nicely. If Zeus is there, the extra damage from the Zeri can really be a big difference maker.
Feels like Hanwha Esports have this game managed really well. Will be a trade of these turrets. Obviously saw that one go down bot. Zek will pick one up top and just get even more gold.
Yeah.
Doran low, but he doesn't go down, and it feels like a lot was burned for not much value. Carrier was on this flank, but didn't get to make use of it.
Oh, it can't fill. They need to get it.
Uh-oh, Faker, yeah, he's going to be slowed up, and now you've got the whole team body block.
Oh!
Stay down away!
Operation Baron?
There's no way.
There's no way that we do that.
I think they're going to threaten, they're going to establish vision with this
cone, and Faker, and they don't even know about
Are
Carrier.
they gonna TP?
Might get a little bonus Carrier here. That's a lot of damage, and yeah, Carrier does go in, but Faker, they finally deal with him. Down he goes, and Carrier is, in fact, the bonus Carrier that I did mention. So down he'll go, and now we have very awkward Guma, who TP'd into this fight. He is free as well. You talked about desperation. That one definitely looked desperate.
About it.
I mean, just really well played from HLE. The thing is,
Zeus should have been happy. Like, I think by the time he arrived, I don't know if...
Uh-oh, another play here. Guma's in a lot of trouble. Can they take him down is the question. The grenade goes flying, but he will live with that flash. And now an opportunity for T1 to turn this one around, but this is so tanky. He's got the Warbox finish, and now he goes back in, and he's frontlining. There's the Nagam on a Faker. Down he'll go. Doran diving the turret. Second, it's a massive dragon at this point, and they will just dive on in and decimate the rest of T1. Carrier goes down. It's a triple for the Smolder. And that might just be it. I mean, how will Esports find another massive fight?
should just be game end here. HLE with the most crushing victory we've had this series. Once again winning on blue side. Guma going to try what he can, but there's no way he defends against 5 here.
Yeah, he's trying desperately to clear the way, but there's not much that he can do. Down he goes, he trades for Delight, but he will not trade Nexuses. Hanwha Esports will take down game number 3 and retake the lead in this series 2-1.
Try to win lane and then win.
Nasus.
But the Nasus shouldn't really come as a surprise, and I, again,
He's
want to reiterate, the one game that T1 won was off of the back of...
And is a monster late game.
Yeah, especially when you're going Grasp, and you're also getting Grasp stacks. And meanwhile, Delight's here, he just flashes in, it's a free kill on a Faker, and now... And that really sets up this entire early game for Hanwha Esports. We haven't looked too much at the top lane. Looks like Zeus is doing pretty well early on into the Nasus, which, I mean, it's Corky into melee, and the Wither can only do so much early on. He's just farming away his Doran. So that top lane not really having a
They are now looking for something. Might find Carrier here.
Delight is always there, and he's in bot this time around. Carrier, he's got the Eclipse, but I don't know if he's got legs to stand on anymore.
Damage. That's no Viper ult, so that should be 6 grubs for T1, which is a very, very necessary dub in their column.
4
5
grubs?
is still there. Just 4 is already
5?
decent. I think 5 you can just take.
Feeling the pressure now. Viper, here comes the helicopter trying to get somebody out of this one. It will be Carrier that is sent flying, and they say thank you for the leash. They'll take the dragon.
What, 150, 200 stacks?
All right, trying to get on top of the Poppy. That's pretty brave, but they have enough damage with the Nidalee just to follow up. But Delight is holding, waiting. He's still got his flash, and he really wants to use it. He is, and then he just dies anyway. I really liked how he was holding it and not using it, and then he used it.
Kept holding it.
And then I really didn't like that part. Okay, nice dodge from Zeus, but he doesn't have his flash, and yeah, he's pretty dead. 1 Q will get the job done, so Hanwha Esports at least are able to
As a Tristana with 5.
I think the problem is, though, is that HLE trade towers, but also get Herald. So now T1 might feel like they need to get more in this situation, but Delight is here. Exactly like mid would have been better, but maybe they just thought they wouldn't find a window there. Now they are looking for Doran. Yeah,
he's kind of getting baited into this one, and Faker just gonna hop away. Doran now flashes into the T1 jungle. Zeke's even trying to get on in there. Doran 1 Q away and nearly takes off Zeus's head, as Yaki will go down to the explosive shot, but that got a little bit spicy.
But you know, Zeus was just top lane, you know, where the Herald went, so he TPs for the kill, but they...
Anymore, but here comes the Delight. Oh, it's not going to hit anything, as it's like he was going to be pushed away from that one, so the Drake does go over to their side. There's the clear from the Ziggs. Yeah, we're going to see another ult try to clear the way, but yeah, that is a Sassolable tower. Down it goes!
Hanwha Life overstay towards bot side.
They get it. They understand. But yeah, I just think this is why Ziggs is so good in these cross maps, because he's so good at taking towers.
They're beginning to believe.
We're watching them learn Ziggs in real time, guys!
They're doing it! But yeah, so they deny the push on the bot side.
Spot him coming on in. Zeka just kind of an awkward spot. He will be able to call down Mom from here, but he's not really in the fight for what it's worth. Zeus looking to maybe engage with the blast cone as Corki, as now it's just blanking Corki, and there goes the Leona. Mom comes down, they're just trying to zone them away, burst down the dragon, and that they will. They take down the mountain, and now they're so close to this one. Zeka has to flash out of here. They want to take the fight afterwards, but the zoning that is coming in is pretty big, but there's the Leona into it, but Delight is right on top of him. Peanut also gets away, but Viper's still in a lot of trouble, will be taken down, and T1, they're getting resets. They're looking.
And the Zigzal is massive, and then Viper's ulting to create space. Carrier gets this great ult, but the
TP called in, and they say, Faker, get over here, we're doing the Baron. 5 members of T1 have already started up this objective. They're looking for the turn on to Peanut, who is incredibly tanky, and Carrier now over the wall, taking damage from the Smolder. This follow-up is not there, and it's just a free Leona. And the call.
Choke point against the Poppy in particular. Not going to work as a
1v1. A little bit of help from the Ziggs, and it's just a trade.
Gets it a bit, especially not with the light there.
That's so difficult for them. There's the TP, and it's just 4v5. What do you do except run away as Carrier? Owner thinking about getting in there, but it's not going to happen. He throws the spear, runs away. That's Mountain Soul given over.
Try.
They're going to send it. We'll see if it works out for them. Peanut is in the pit. The Solar Flare doesn't hit anything, and it goes to Peanut. The steal comes in, and T1 might just get wiped here. They've got Doran in the front line for Hanwha. He's going to flash the wall. Down will go Faker in the execution. And even potential for the Penta. It's not going to happen, but HLE Esports win this team fight win, take a massive lead in this game.
And T1, there's not going to be much left of the base after they have their way with it.
Nexus might not go down, but maybe we can call it a game ender nonetheless. The gold now going to spike. The map control that T1 so desperately needed going to be denied. And Faker's going to be up, Kuma's going to be up, but I don't know how much of the base they can keep standing. And outside...
World Seed would go over to Hanwha if they win it here, and now they've caught another one as down will go Owner. And they're looking to maybe end this one. We've seen some Red Bull Baron power plays in this one, but no 7,000 gold Red Bull Baron power plays until now.
And Hanwha Life, full control of the map. Doran pushing in the side lane. No one that can answer him. Owner ends up going down. And Zeka just gets to press his cues with the rapid fire. And barring a miracle, it looks like Hanwha Life, the heavy favorites coming in today, actually going to deliver on that. Going to go up against Gen G tomorrow and punch their ticket to Worlds.
T1 just trying to clear the waves for the time being. The wave clear's there, but it's a struggle against the Baron. 2 inhibitor towers already down, and this can just play around the rapid fire to pressure this one. Look at the damage!
Oh god, and they're gonna throw this on top of Zeka, but it's actually Faker who's in danger of going down, and now the turret will fall. It's actually an 8,200 Baron power play by the end of it all. And HLE Esports are knocking on the door of their seed to the finals, to Worlds. And I don't think T1 have legs to stand on anymore. We've got a 7,000 gold lead for Hanwha. HLE in control of this game. Will they end it here is really the only last question. They're going to take every inhibitor that they can and everything that they can away from T1.
I think T1 just have to try and force something. If they lose triple inhib with Elder in 2 minutes, the game's over. But the opportunity is just not there. I don't think they're going to make it in time. We'll see.
Hanwha can just peel
off.
off.
TP as well, but yeah, it's just the turn from Hanwha, and a bit of damage comes in, but the stopwatch, oh, the 6 damage is massive, actually, in that push, but do they have enough to take out Hanwha? Peanut has to flash away, but Viper flashes in. He's getting so low, but Zeus takes him down. Owner and Zeus, the last hope of T1, but they will not take out Zeka. That will do it. HLE Esports take the 3-1 victory tonight.
And we will be denied the repeat T1 Gen G finals. HLE gonna break up the streak. They're gonna go to finals. They're gonna go to Worlds. HLE come in strong with a 3-1 victory over T1.
Thank you very much, guys. This is Dear for the post-match interview translation, joined by HLE Esports, who just took a 3-1 victory in the lower finals of the 2024 LCK Playoffs Round 4, presented by Woody Bank. So let's hear from Doran. Peanut, Seka, Viper, Delight, and head coach Dandy. Congratulations! Thank you.
네, 팬분들의 뜨거운 환성 들리시죠? 도란 선수 오늘 3대
The
1로
fans
승리를
are
하면서
so rowdy.
T1을 꺾고
Doran,
결승
you took
진출에
T1 down
성공을
with a
했습니다. 소감
3-1
들어보겠습니다.
victory and advanced to the finals. How do you feel? Now being able to perform and play in front of so many fans supporting us on such a big stage was so ecstatic and it was so fun. And I feel like I missed one finals and just being able to go back.
아, 좋습니다.
It just feels surreal and I will be sure that I am ready.
감독님께서 사전 인터뷰에서 T1의
And even your head coach Dandy mentioned how threatening and how important the top lane matchup is. So what mindset did you play with today?
늘 하던 대로 저의 최선을 다하자고
No, I put in my everything and thought that I should play as always, as I have always been playing. And so no one can stop Doran in his peak form. What are your thoughts on this statement and how did you feel about today's matchup? I think it's just everything that we have been doing so far and all the preparation have really paid off. And regarding the statement for today's match, I feel like I wasn't really in my peak form. I wasn't able to showcase that, but tomorrow I will. And Doran, you have experience winning 3 consecutive titles with Genji. And this will be your 4th title if you win. So what does this finals mean to you? During the rehearsal and all the preparation work that went into today's match, honestly, I felt really emotional. Maybe it's an overstatement, but there has been so much work put into this, and just winning tomorrow would mean so much. And I actually feel so confident for tomorrow.
자, 이어서 피넛 선수와 인터뷰 나눠보겠습니다.
Next up, let's talk to Peanut.
승리 축하드립니다. 하나생명의 전신이
Congratulations! At Hanwha Life Esports, formerly known as Rocks Tigers, you got their first title 8 years ago. And after returning to your former team, you led the team to the grand finals once again. So what does this grand finals mean to you?
8년 전에 했어요.
My finals, my first title was 8 years ago. And today, that's why I even wanted to go to the finals even more. And I'm just really glad and just being able to achieve that dream of coming to the finals and advancing to the finals with my team, it just feels like so surreal. It means so much to me. And so in games 1 and 3, you got POG with Poppy, and Delight piloted her in game 4. So what is the overall evaluation of Poppy as a team? I feel like rather than saying that she's really extremely good, but against an aggressive team like T1, Poppy has a really good counter to that kind of a team play style. So I believe that was just something that we tried to utilize today in today's match.
또 이렇게 유니폼을 들고 오셨어요.
Wow, someone has the old Rocks Tigers uniform.
더 뜨겁게 달아오를 것 같은데요.
How does it feel? Feel like you'll have a resolution like no other. Honestly, it feels really nice, and it actually brings back really good memories. I feel like all my old teammates must feel so happy to see this. Now, what's remaining is your match against Genji, which you were part of last season. And it's time to win and prove yourself. So what did you work on the most to prepare? With Genji being able to pull off so many good team fights, I feel like aside from macro, I think it's just really going to be more about teamwork and team fights. So I think we're able to showcase that today, and as long as we keep that up, it will go smoothly tomorrow as well. And you are on the path of winning 7 titles and becoming the first jungler to do so. So what is your resolution? Honestly, I don't think that there's a lot left in my professional career, and I don't want to miss this opportunity. So I will make sure and do my best to win tomorrow.
이어서 제카 선수와 인터뷰 나눠보겠습니다.
Let's talk to Zaka.
LCK 첫
Zaka, this is
결승입니다.
your first LCK finals.
또 가까운 경주에서
Close to your
결승을 가게
hometown,
되셨는데요.
Pohang,
기분
you'll be a part
어떠신가요?
of the finals in Gyeongju. How do you feel?
스프링 때 좀 아쉽게 떨어지고 나서 이제 제
You know, after we unfortunately lost
거라서 엄청
and
간절했었는데
it got eliminated from the playoffs last spring, we were just that much more desperate for this season. So I'm just really glad that we're able to make it to the grand finals. And Hanwha blind picked Smolder in all 4 games and used him in mid for 3 of those games. So it looked like the team prioritized Smolder over Ziggs. So what strength were you looking at? So Smolder as a champion has really strong late game.
팀볼들을 뽑아서 후반에 이제 밸류 픽으로 승부를 보면은 충분히 이길 수 있다고
And I think
생각해서
it was just all about late game. We wanted to get the most value in the late game, and that's why we prioritized him.
정말 최고였습니다. 월드 우승을 이뤄보기는 하셨지만
And so,
LCK
although
결승전은
you are a
처음입니다.
world's champion, this will be your
결승을
first
치르게 될
LCK
텐데
finals.
각오 한 말씀 부탁드립니다.
Your first one on a big stage. So what is your resolution?
먼저 밟아보고 이렇게 LCK 무대를 밟아서
You know, being able to be a part
색다르긴
of the world stage, the world's
처음
grand final
밟아보는
stage,
무대만큼
and
더
being
준비
able to
잘해서
be a
꼭
part of the
우승할 수 있도록
LCK grand
해보겠습니다.
finals, it'll be
네,
different. It's
기대하겠습니다.
going to feel different,
자, 이어서
but I want to do my
바이퍼
best
선수
and win it
만나보겠습니다.
once again.
바이퍼 선수
And Viper.
개인적으로도 정말 오랜만에 LCK 결승에 진출을
So
하셨습니다.
it's been a while since you made it to the LCK
이후에
finals
5년
in your
만인데요.
career.
기분이 어떠세요?
Since 2019 summer, it's been 5 years. How do you feel?
사실 이번 스프링 시즌 때
A little-
갈 수 있을 거라 생각했는데
You know,
못
this-
가서 많이 아쉬웠었고
This spring was the time that I thought I was going to be
오랜만에 가게
making
돼서
it, but
되게 기쁩니다.
it felt really
기쁘신
disappointing
거 맞죠?
아,
to
네.
not make it back then. So I'm just really
생일
happy
축하드립니다.
that I'm able to
오늘
be a
바이퍼
part of the
선수는
grand finals
진을
this
집중
time around.
기용하셨습니다. 오늘 바텀 대결.
And you
키워
utilize
상대로
and
어떤
focus
점을
on using
포인트로
Jin
생각을
today.
하셨을까요?
So what was the main point of today's match against T1 in the bot
어떤
lane?
라인전을
Against
계속
T1,
신경 쓰고 있고요. 그런
I always put in
자세히는
even more effort
말씀드리지만
to winning the
좋은
lane in the bot lane, and I can't really disclose too much detail, but I feel like we were able to utilize such a good champion today.
걸려 있는 결승전이 바로
And with your
내일입니다.
first LCK title on the line,
공약을 하셨더라고요.
the grand finals will be tomorrow, and you promise that if you win the title, you will sing AD Carry God Viper.
연습 많이 하셨나요?
Have you
연습은 안
practiced a
했고요.
lot?
그냥
No, I didn't
연습하면
practice at all.
보여드리겠습니다.
But you know, if I do win the title, I will sing it for
네,
you.
바이퍼 선수의 우승 그리고 또 노래도 기대해 보겠습니다.
We
감사합니다.
are certainly looking forward to that.
나눠보겠습니다. 딜라이트 선수.
And next, let's talk to Delight.
오늘도